The story begins late at night, over a tense game of shogi. Counselor Otomo sits across from Fujimaki, pieces moving with calculated precision. Otomo speaks calmly, "We'll be checkmated in 7 moves." The conversation shifts to, "Last month's tragedy, Utayama is gone?" Tomo's voice carries finality. A castle crumbles when its central pillar falls. "The Utayama family will be abolished." Fujimaki pleads, his voice trembling that disturbance was the work of a phantom. But Otomo's reply cuts like steel. "Preventing the unforeseeable was your duty." Now, it was your duty. Over here we see that inside the Joku lanterns are being repaired. Hume and Tome bicker while carrying heavy loads, arguing over who agreed to carry them all at once. And then suddenly something happens. The medicine seller appears, quietly helping with the repairs. The maids thank him, relieved. The Joku runs on strict fire prevention rules. They say it's because a woman burned to death long ago. The atmosphere grows heavy. The medicine seller explains one Mononoke was slain last month. But in this world, some passions linger, even after they are slain. He offers mouse talismans for fertility and safe childbirth. A foreign princess who bought one was blessed with 5 sons and 5 daughters. Meanwhile, inside the palace corridors, whispers spread about Lady Fuki. She's on her way to perform night work. The maids admire her beauty, but also speak of the weight she carries. Whoever bears His Majesty's child will elevate their family to the highest ranks. Lady Botten, the new administrator, enforces the rules strictly. No conversation during night work, no written correspondence. Concubines must alternate nights. But here's where the real game begins. Lady Fuki challenges her directly. She declares that for 3 consecutive nights, His Majesty chose her. The rules exist to protect the bloodline, but what if the one favored cannot bear children? The tension escalates. Voices rise. And then Lady Fuki collapses. On the other side, we see that Dr. Gentaku rushes to examine her. Could it be morning sickness? The maids whisper excitedly. She carries His Majesty's heir. The Tokita family will rise. But the real thing is yet to come. Man, just as hope builds, flames erupt without warning. Fuki's body burns. Seo screams she's hot. Tiny fiery shapes dart through the air. These aren't ordinary flames, they're Hinizumi children. The medicine seller arrives instantly. He explains Hinizumi is an ayakashi that burns everything to ash. It can only be slain with the sacred sword. And to draw that sword, 3 elements must be revealed: form, truth, and reason. And before you know it, the investigation deepens. The medicine seller teams with Sakashita, following the sound of mystical scales. They gather mouse ornament stand-ins to lure the Mononoke away from Fuki's body. Old memories resurface. 20 years ago, Lady Suzu, a concubine, perished in flames inside the grand chamber. Sakashita reveals he was the last person to see her alive. Suzu was kind-hearted. But sometimes, kindness becomes a curse. And then comes that moment no one expected. It becomes clear. Lady Fuki and Lady Suzu share the same fate. Both carry hope for childbirth. Both are trapped in political webs. Hinizumi isn't just burning, it's screaming in old, buried pain. Here, the story takes a new turn. The mystery of Choju's death unfolds. She carried poison toward Fuki's room, but died from that very poison. Counselor Otomo summons Tokita. A letter was found supposedly from Fuki, asking His Majesty to recommend her as administrator. Otomo calls it a trap. But Tokita cries out his daughter is being framed. Otomo's tone remains cold. A child born to a merchant's daughter could set Japan ablaze. Lady Botten stands against her father. She declares that conspirators have tarnished the Joku, and ignoring that is not defense. Then suddenly flames erupt across Fuki's body once more. The Mononoke has claimed her. But here's the twist: Otomo hides the truth. He claims he never ordered an abortion. But his loyal retainers acted to prevent succession conflict. The medicine seller asks directly, "Did you force Lady Suzu to abort her child?" Otomo denies it. But the truth surfaces. Suzu's father, Sayo, gave her poisoned sake to please Counselor Otomo and protect the family. Suzu drank it. Her pain, her regret, her burning sorrow became Hinazumi. And this is the moment when the truth is revealed. Hinazumi cries out, "T have done the unforgivable." She burns herself because she could never extinguish her own grief. From here, everything changes. Form, truth, and reason are now complete. The medicine seller draws his sacred sword. Using Kan, one of the 8 blades of yin and yang, he purifies Hinazumi and lays her to rest. The flames subside. She resolves to give birth to her child no matter the cost. She will face Counselor Otomo herself. Tokita and Fujimaki form an alliance. After Otomo's death, Madame Sukoin assumes sole rule over the Joku. Lady Botan now shows flexibility with the rules. Fireworks light up the palace sky. Fuki looks upward and prays. And with this, the story pauses here because the next chapter awaits, The Curse of the Serpent. So friends, this was today's story. To get the next story first, subscribe to our channel now.